At my party, my sister shouted about her pregnancy right as I announced my promotion. Pregnancy is more important than some stupid job. It's my party now, she said. My parents nodded. I played the video I shot a few days ago, part 3. I even remember the car you left in. Jess continued. Your white Honda Civic, license plate starts with 7G4. Emma's mouth fell open. That was definitely her car. Ryan's face went from shock to pure rage. You're a nasty liar, he yelled at Emma. We're done, we're completely done. He stormed toward the restaurant exit. Emma burst into tears and ran after him. Ryan, wait, please, let me explain. She sobbed, chasing him out the door. Mom and Dad stood up, their faces furious. Kelly, this is all your fault, Mom hissed. You've destroyed your sister's marriage. You're a vindictive, jealous little girl, Dad added. They hurried out after Emma, leaving the rest of us sitting in stunned silence. For about 10 seconds, nobody said anything. Then Nana's voice cut through the quiet. Well, she said loudly, this is the most unusual party I've ever been to. Everyone started laughing nervously. The tension broke. I looked around at my remaining guests, my friends, my cousins, my aunts and uncles who hadn't followed my parents out. So, I said, raising my wine glass, anyone want to hear about my promotion? More louder, people picked up their glasses. To Kelly, Jess shouted, the newest senior marketing strategist at Morrison & Associates. To Kelly? Everyone echoed. The party went on for another 3 hours after my family stormed out. Honestly, it was better without them. My friends kept buying rounds of drinks, my cousins were telling embarrassing stories about Emma from when we were kids, and everyone wanted to hear about my new job responsibilities. For the first time in years, I was the center of attention for something good I'd accomplished. When we finally called it a night around 11, I felt this weird mix of emotions, maybe because I'd had an amazing celebration, exhausted from all the drama, and honestly, a little bit proud of myself for finally standing up to my family's bullshit. I took an Uber home since I'd had too much wine to drive. The whole ride, my phone kept buzzing with notifications, text messages, missed calls, voicemails. I ignored them all. Whatever my family wanted to say to me could wait until I wasn't drunk and emotionally drained. When I got home, I kicked off my heels and looked at my phone. 12 missed calls from Mom, 8 from Dad, 15 from Emma. A bunch of text messages that I could see the previews for without opening them. Mom, Kelly, call me right now, we need to talk about what you did. Dad, your behavior tonight was unacceptable, family doesn't air dirty laundry in public. Emma, you're a monster. Kelly, I hope you're happy, you've ruined my life. Emma, I never want to see you again, you're dead to me. Emma, how could you humiliate me like that? In front of everyone, I turned my phone off and went to bed. Let them stew in their anger for one night. I was too tired to deal with their guilt trips. The next morning, I woke up with a mild hangover and about 50 more messages. I made coffee and finally started reading through them. More of the same from my parents and Emma. I was vindictive, jealous, cruel, a terrible sister and daughter. They kept saying I'd done this on purpose, because I was jealous of Emma's pregnancy, that I'd planned this whole thing to hurt her. The thing is, they weren't entirely wrong. When Emma tried to steal my party, when she demanded I give up my celebration for her pregnancy announcement, something inside me snapped. Did I show that video to hurt her? Yeah, probably, but she'd hurt me first by trying to take away the one night that was supposed to be mine. I didn't call any of them back that day, or the next day, or the day after that. Work kept me busy. My new position came with a steep learning curve, and I threw myself into it. It was easier to focus on quarterly projections and client presentations than deal with my family's drama. A month after the party, Nana called me. She was the only family member who'd stayed for my entire celebration, and she'd made it clear she thought Emma got what she deserved. Kelly, honey, I have some news, she said. Ryan requested a DNA test for the baby. My stomach dropped. And, the baby isn't his. Emma had to admit she's been seeing Jake again for months. Ryan's filing for divorce. I sat down hard on my couch. Even though I'd suspected this might happen, hearing it confirmed felt surreal. How's Emma handling it? Not well. She's moved back in with your parents. Ryan kicked her out of the house. Technically it was his house before they got married, so she doesn't get to keep it. She's not getting much of anything in the divorce since she was the one cheating. And Mom and Dad still blaming you for everything. They're saying if you hadn't shown that video, Emma and Ryan could have worked things out. I almost laughed. Worked things out. She was pregnant with another man's baby. I know, sweetheart, I'm on your side here. Emma made her bed and now she has to lie in it. Over the next few months, I heard updates through Nana and my cousins who still talk to me. Emma and Ryan's divorce was finalized quickly since there weren't many assets to split and Ryan wanted nothing to do with her. Emma had to move back into my parents' cramped two-bedroom house, sleeping in her old childhood room. She'd gone back to Jake, but according to the family gossip, he wasn't exactly rushing to marry her or even move in together. He was letting her stay at his place sometimes, but he still had his own apartment and was keeping his options open. Nana said Emma was probably hoping he'd propose once the baby was born, but knowing Jake's track record, that seemed unlikely. My parents kept trying to get other family members to talk sense into me. They wanted me to apologize to Emma and fix the family, but most of my relatives sided with me once they heard the whole story. Aunts and uncles who'd been at the party were telling everyone that Emma had tried to steal my celebration and that I'd been right to expose her cheating. The only family members who still weren't speaking to me were Mom, Dad, and Emma. Everyone else, Nana, my cousins, my aunts, and uncles, understood that Emma had brought this on herself. 6 months after my party, I got a promotion at work, not as big as the first one but still significant. When I told Nana about it, she suggested I throw another party. Will you invite your parents? She asked. Nope, and I won't invite Emma either. Good. You've learned your lesson about letting people steal your thunder. The crazy thing is, I don't feel guilty about any of it. Emma chose to cheat on her husband. She chose to get pregnant while having an affair. She chose to try to hijack my party for her own announcement. All I did was show people who she really was. Mom and Dad can blame me all they want for destroying Emma's marriage, but Emma destroyed it herself the moment she started kissing Jake in that coffee shop. I just made sure Ryan found out before he spent the next 18 years raising another man's kid. Would I do it again? Honestly, yeah. I'm tired of being the family member who's supposed to quietly accept whatever Emma wants. I'm tired of being told I'm selfish for wanting good things for myself. I'm tired of always coming in second place to my sister's drama. These days, I have dinner with Nana every Sunday. My cousins and I hang out regularly. My friends from work and college are closer than ever. I'm building relationships with people who actually support my success instead of trying to dim my light. Emma can keep her pregnancy and her unstable relationship with Jake. I'll keep my promotion, my self-respect, and my family members who actually care about me. Turns out, sometimes you have to lose your family to find out who your real family is.